Hey everyone, it's me, Katie-Beth again. And do you love puzzles or know someone who does? Because if you do, keep watching. So the designer and creator of Surprise Bespoke Paper Creation sent me an early demo of a gift craft that you can get for yourself or send to friends to surprise them with a fun activity. And it fits, well, at least the demo that I got, it fits inside a regular envelope, so it does save a lot on postage, if that's a concern at all to anyone, which to me it really is. So like one stamp, woohoo! So the paper craft that we're working on today is called SBPC 3D Paper Heart. And it's this lady right here. So the idea of this is that, like, you see it on a shelf and, like, don't know what it is because you're like, what is that? And then when you turn around to look at it, you're like, oh, that's an adorable heart. So let's get into making it. So the packaging on your kit may be different, but this is my pre-market kit. So it's fresh off the press, just made. So packaging was pretty much as quick as they could send it. So the one little package has little heart pieces in it, and they are labeled. I think it's like bottom, middle. So moving on to the rest. So let's move on to the other pieces, and I'm going to speed this up a bit just because I know it's going to take me forever to unwrap all of these. Okay, so we got the first group of spines. So it looks like there's going to be 3 separate groups of spines. And they are all numbered at the bottom. Don't know if that's a 9 or a 6. Okay, so I have 6, so I think the one in the middle is going to be a 9. I'm just going to keep setting these out. I don't know why the 4 is in a different direction than the other ones. Keep it there. Okay, so I have all of these in order. So this one's 1 and this one's 2, so I'm finding that you just line up the little slots. Okay, so that's not working because the section I tried putting it in, the slot didn't work. And that's just not how it goes. Okay, so I think all of the little tabs have to be facing upwards, and then you match up where the joint will work together correctly. So looks like this joint will go into this one. And it looks like it's making less of a teepee and more a square. But since 3 go on one side, I know that the next number, I'm going to start with the other side of the teepee looking shape. And of course, I'm trying to do it upside down again. Okay, so let me flip it over so that the spines go up on top and the joints are on the bottom. Okay, so that worked. And again, so the tabs up top facing the sky, and just try to put the joints in where they match up. Alright, so now it looks like I have 3 sides on either side of my teepee. Like it's not teepee, square. And so I know the next 3 are going to be center pieces. And I know from the top I can see those 2 little slots. So those 2 little slots are going to go on the 2 little slots of the bottom. And I just match them all up. Okay, so now we go with the next one, number 8. So that's got to be a center piece, like in the middle of it. And I got to find where the slots match up. Okay, so I can see slots, I just got to try to match them all up. And I'm not quite seeing how they match up, so... Okay, there we go. And this last one, these slots are a lot easier to match up. Alright, And this is actually going a lot quicker. Just matching these up here. That slot wasn't staying together. Dang it. Rematch these up. It's not staying as securely as I'd like it, so let me try again. Okay, woo! Okay, so I got all 3 of the separate sections made up, and they're all the same, it seems. This one came undone again. Stay in your slots. And now the video that I had watched said you can pretty much put these on whatever layer you want to. You just match up the little tabs with the slots and the heart. As you can see, there are labels on the heart, but they're more of how to orient the heart, not on what level to put the heart on. We want it sticking out slot. Just stay there. Woo! Okay. So now let's put the other ones on. I'm just going to speed this up because it's kind of taking me a while to get them stuck in their proper tab areas. Okay, first layer. Let's move on to the next one. So starting the center of the heart. And you just kind of look up for where the tabs match. And I'm really just trying to match all the tabs. So let me speed through this because it'll take me a while again. And on that last one, the tabs kind of bent over, so I went to another section, which is nice having the different sections. So if you bend one of the tabs for one of the heart pieces, you can just go to the other section. And because it doesn't matter what level they're on, it actually looks cooler when they're all on different levels because no level looks exactly like anything. Okay, so here's all 3, and they all look weird. Like, hey, what is that? But now when I layer them, alright, now they're all layered and I can actually see the heart. Wah! Wah! Okay, this is really cute. So I did try to like pack them down so that they're all kind of connected by the little tabs, which I don't know if that's really what they're for, but it seems to be working. And it's all staying together. And here's what it looks like in my windowsill. So a pretty interesting craft, right? Now, as far as I know, this kit is still in the process of being manufactured and made so that it can be sent out to people. So if you're buying this or receive one at a later date, it may be slightly different. But here are some of the tips and tricks that I learned while putting this together. 1, the numbers all stay at the bottom and the tabs all need to be facing upwards when you're putting it together. And figuring that out really helped me stay oriented. 2, all the joints have those little slits so you can just line them up like scissor bits, kind of. So you know when they go together when you see that slit and the slits match. So that also helped me put it together. And of course there were the online instructions. I had a link that sent me to a YouTube channel to see how the creator actually put it together. And that was helpful, so it wasn't just like blindly trying to figure it out. So that was very helpful also. And 3, or 3.5, if the labeling bugs you, like you can see the labeling on how you put it together, at least on mine. I don't know if later versions will, but mine had labeling on it. If that bugs you, just flip it around. And you don't really see those as much anymore. And 4, most puzzles, when you're done with them, when you want to display them, you have to glue them together. This one you don't really have to do because it's a stand-up paper puzzle on its own. But if you have kids, cats, or a wind blowing by that will hit this, I would recommend maybe taping it together so when it does eventually fall, it won't break apart and you have to put it back together. So that's a little thing that's kind of the same and kind of different than other puzzles you might want to be doing or do. Overall, I'd say it took me about a half an hour to put this together. And that's even taking the time to watch the instructional YouTube video on how to put it together. So it doesn't take a long time, but it is a pretty interesting and challenging piece of craft to do. Like, I have never put one of these together before, so it was a nice challenge for my afternoon. Another thing that I noticed is because it is laser engraved to cut these pieces, I did, like, kind of smear off some smudges of crispiness from the paper or, like, ash, but it was super easy to just, like, wipe away. So not a big deal at all. So if you have friends that are into puzzles or different tactical games, this is a pretty cool idea. And you can send it to your friends in an envelope. So thank you to Surprise Bespoke Paper Creations for sending this cute paper craft for us to work on today. It was a nice challenge to my afternoon. And thank you to all of you adventurers and crafters who are out there watching. Thank you for your continued support and friendship. And of course, have a great rest of your day, everyone. Bye.